Hey, good morning, everybody. How you doing? I'm Sean Lutz, coming to you from See the Light Studios here in Dallas, Texas. Today is October 14th, 2025, and this is going to be episode 11 from See the Lights Studios Sports Brief. Let's jump right into this one, man. What an epic day of championship series baseball. MLB, baby. ALCS, NLCS. We had doubleheader last night, so let's just jump right into it. We had the game two between Seattle and Toronto, Thanksgiving Day, Canadian Thanksgiving Day yesterday. For Canada, Seattle, after winning stealing, not really stealing, but winning game one in Toronto, quieting the Toronto crowd. Thanksgiving, they ended up getting rocked. Man, the Blue Jays going down 0-2 at home. Funky final score was a football score, 10-7. Seattle Mariners, man, their players, their star players are, they're warming up at the right time. Last night we had a 3-run bomb by Julio, and then again Jorge Polanco, another 3-run shot. Man, Naylor even got in on the action with a home run as well. So it ended up, 10-3 on that one. Toronto really never got off. So 2 road wins for Seattle Mariners today. They're off, traveling back into Seattle for tomorrow night. So the second game last night was the LA at Milwaukee. Heading into that one, it was epic showdown on that. Right off the bat, Milwaukee. It's all about road wins, and this is what ended up happening. Is LA got a tough road win. Man, it was a pitching duel all the way up to the 6th inning. Bullpen took over. And I think it was in the 6th. LA got a Freeman got a solo shot. 1-0 lead going into the 9th. They got an insurance run 2-0. And we're then heading into the bottom of the 9th there in Milwaukee. You had the mighty Brewers coming up, trying to do their famous comebacks. Their rally comebacks. They've pretty been doing a lot of that this year. And that is a solid team right there. But nonetheless, bottom of the 9th, they ended up getting one back, loading up the bases. Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs, 2-2 count. You got a batter who could have taken a hit for the team and tied it up. Now ended up within the final pitch, with LA walking out there with a 2-1 lead, stunning the crowd in Milwaukee. What again that was? It was a nail biter down to the wire, 2-1. LA takes a 1-0 lead on that. Play resumes tonight. You can see that behind me. It's going to be an epic matchup. You're going to have Yamamoto versus Peralta start tonight on TBS. Should be a good matchup. See if the road magic can happen again with with the LA heading back home 2-0, sort of like how Seattle is doing. We'll see, but that gets underway today. Anyway, moving right along. I'm trying to get this wrapped up. I don't know if you can hear the landscapers; they're getting close. But this is take 2. Nonetheless, in the NFL, we had a doubleheader with Monday Night Football. Excuse me. The first game, Buffalo Bills, they really never got off. They were on the road in Atlanta against the Falcons. Just never really got her going. They got behind and ended up getting their asses pretty much handed to it. Buffalo and Allen, you always you always think, it's going to come down to the wire, and they made it interesting there, and they're always within it. You get a couple touchdowns, they can make that up relatively quickly with hardly any time on the clock. But they weren't able to do it. Atlanta ended up hanging on with a 24-14 lead win. The second game of the doubleheader was Chicago and Washington. This was a down to the wire game, and that's like I always say for Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football. You got to hang in there. This was a tight game heading into the into the fourth quarter, running down 2-point lead. Redskins fumble. So late in the fourth, they fumble. Chicago recover, take it down. No time left on the clock. Field goal, 38-yarders. Chicago Bears ended up winning. No time. Final, 25-24 from Washington. Okay, and then on to the end of the show. Yesterday was a crazy day for the Columbus Day here in the United States and in a Canadian Thanksgiving. Only notable for me, I'm going to mention briefly, is the mighty Detroit Red Wings headed into Toronto for the second game of the home and home. They took the game in Detroit at Little Caesars. So Toronto was a little bit sour, playing in front of their home crowd there on Thanksgiving Day in Canada. No, nothing doing. My Red Wings ended up winning that game and spoiling some of the Thanksgiving festivities for the Toronto Maple Leafs fans. But nonetheless, this is going to wrap up episode number 11 from See the Light Studios here, Dallas, Texas. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day and see the light.